So I finally counted these things, and I created over 90 pieces of artwork in 2 weeks. All to really get all that crap out of me. It's 24 days that I spent in a mental institution based on Bradley Beach police believing that I was somehow manic instead of just an artist, an Italian from New York. Seems that you can't really have you can't raise your voice in New Jersey and Bradley Beach to cops anymore, because if you raise your voice, then even if you're an activist and you say no, you can't come in here, or no, you can't do this, or you're not allowed to without a warrant, you do anything like that, then they just either arrest you, or now what they do is they stick you in a mental institution. 7 days, 10 days, and 7 days I spent out of a month, 24 of those days. Yeah. So all this artwork was really a way for me to get all that crap that I was put through out of me. Also respecting tribal cultures, respecting different forms of art that's coming through me, that I'm feeling. It's representing the things that I feel, and so yeah, I did all this artwork. I'm not sure what to do with this poem. I'm just putting it on the walls now and seeing what happens. Eventually, maybe I'll do an art show. I don't know. I have no idea how to do an art show or anything like that. I'm not that material that materialistic that I need to do something and then spend and then make money off of this stuff, because it's just my artwork, man. I don't know. Eventually I'll open this back up as a sound healing. But every time I try to do sound healing work, every time I try to do any of my sound healing work, it doesn't flow through me anymore. Because of the pain that especially when these police officers beat the shit out of me, maced me and stuck me in the back of a police car and rode me around and banged me around. How does somebody do healing work after you don't experience that healing power from your from the security guards that protect the rich around here? So that's what I'm experiencing, and I'm always remembering, why I did this originally, because of the fact that money is the root of all evil. Greed kills. Our society that cares nothing about human beings, and everything about how much money they can make off of them, how much profit they can make off the human soul that's brought into this life and then charged for a living that Mother Earth and God gives us for free. Someone out there has decided to charge us for it, right? And since that point, since they decided to charge us for the living that Mother Earth gave us for free, we've been enslaved to money. Enslaved to greed, enslaved to the things that keep us stupid, warring, divided. Right? 7 billion poor, all controlled by 1,159 billionaires that control the fate of our society, and the middle class that is a buffer between the poor and the rich, the wealthy. Wealth creates poverty. So poverty needs to understand that, walk away from the pyramid and watch it collapse. That's what it needs to do. It needs to do that sooner than later, because if it doesn't do that, then we're going to just keep this civilization. And the problem with the civilization of profit is that they're never considering what may happen. Like, because there's money, everything is too expensive. So if there is a natural disaster, if there's a hurricane, if there's an asteroid hits, if something hits, something destroys part of this planet and the inhabitants of this planet, because there's money involved, right? Because there's money involved and because there's a price tag on it, it's going to cost so much to fix and so much to help these people that we can't help these people. Right? But if society was focused on helping each child born from birth to death, giving them a free existence, helping each other instead of profiting from each other, then of course, right, there would be no price tag on a natural disaster happening and us coming out of it. So that's my message. I'm going to keep on keeping that message alive. I'm going to keep on saying it because, I can stop saying it and I can stop and I just go back to the things that I'm doing. But really, after you realize what they do, after you understand very well that the society and this lifetime that I was born into is nothing more than a slave existence, keeping the rich rich while the poor suffer. Right? Watching the rich live in luxury as the poor have to go out there and work 12 hours a day just to keep this power structure alive. Just to keep this power structure alive, right? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous how we as a society cannot understand that the problems that we face as human beings are all caused by competition, money, greed, and the power structure, the caste system that allows the wealthy to be on top, right? Forcing the poor to work for an existence, to pay for a living. Oh, you have to go out there and earn a living. Really? God never told me I have to earn a living. He said just live. Live, enjoy Mother Earth, grow, learn from this existence. Right? Learn from the things that you have to learn from. Work out your karma. Do what you need to do. And then you'll be free. Be free to ascend, come out of this existence, be what you need to be. But, wealth stops that. Wealth wants nothing to do with freedom for the poor. Because if the poor understood what they were, slaves, they would just walk away from this system. And then the wealthy, the 1,159 billionaires that control the fate of humanity, they would have no power over you. You say, "Oh, I'm worth so much more than you, so you have to go out and work." Fuck you. I don't have to do anything for you. You're not God. You're not even closer to God than I am. How dare you tell me that I have to earn a living so then you live better than me? How dare you? How dare you put that idea into my mind, into my child's mind, and force my children to work for you? That's what God says. They're not listening because they don't really believe in a God. And if they do, they don't care. Something about the rich is stopping them from being able to care, right? Something about the rich is telling them that, well, that's fine. I'm rich and I can stay this way and I can keep everybody stupid, feed them all garbage, feed them a history that they don't even understand, and then watch them as they continue working and slaving away their life, slaving away their existence, right? So that I, the wealthy, can stay in power. Because again, wealth creates poverty. Right? If there was no wealth, there would be no poverty. So that is a cure for poverty. And you know what the cure for almost every problem we face in our civilization is? Removing money, competition, and greed. Profits. Stop profiting. Everything should be non-profit. Everything should be shared equally. We should all work together. 3-4 hours a day is all we need. 7 billion people can all be working 3-4 hours a day, round the clock shifts, just so that they can, we can provide each other with what we need to provide each other with. Right? What we need to provide each other with, and not have to feel that we need to profit or live better than anybody else. That's my belief, and I will die believing that. And there is no one in this fucking world that convince me differently. I don't care. Oh, come on, just come back to work and, don't worry about all the problems that you're thinking about. It's just take the medication and you'll be fine. See? And all the problems you just go away. No, they won't. They'll be there. And I won't be able to deal with them because they'll be buried inside because of your medication. Instead of me now, at least I'm feeling the problems. I'm feeling the issues. I'm feeling the things that are happening to me and to us as a civilization. And now I'm expressing them through art. And that's what this art is. It's me, all the stuff that I was saying and doing and yelling out here. Now I don't have to do it anymore. I'm just yelling it out into the canvas, and the canvas accepts it and says, great, thank you. And then I put it up here, and whatever happens to this artwork happens. I really don't care. Again, I didn't do this to try to sell it and make a whole bunch of money off of it, I'm just doing the artwork, man. It's making me feel good. Every time I finish a painting, I start. Like last night, I did 10 of these. I did 10 of these last night. Tonight, I'll probably do the rest of the canvases that I bought yesterday, right? Why? Because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good, not running back to work, not running back to doing the things that I was doing, even the thing I was doing was sound healing work, and it was helping people, and it was like, still, it's all based on money. People that had more money were able to come to me for the sound healing work. People that couldn't afford it and didn't come. Sometimes I would do the groups ones, and they can afford the group ones, but that's not the same thing as the individual ones, but whatever. For now, I'm not doing that right now because I can't. Every time I pick up one of these sound healing instruments, it's like, I got beat up by 2 cops, right? Thrown in the back of a police car, maced. My eyes were burning. Then I thought I was going to go blind. So right now, I'm not feeling the healing energy. I'm not feeling the healing work to do for other people right now. What I'm feeling is to get all that stuff out of me, and it's still every day. I was like, all right, I'm ready now. I can stop. No, I can't. Right? Tonight I'm going to go and paint some more. And tomorrow, if they have canvases again for that cheap at Michael's, they were selling them, 3, 5, and 6 packs for $12.99. Like, I'll go buy another 3, 5, and 12 pack, man. 3, 5, and 6 pack, and paint some more. This really is. This really is my way right now to deal with everything that's happened to me in the last month and a half. I'm not sure how long it's been now. It's my way to figure out what to do next. I'm not sure what to do next. Go back to sound healing. Keep on painting. I don't know. But for now, this is making me feel good. And for now, I'm just going to keep on doing it. Because for now, this is what I want to do. In the lovely town of Bradley Beach. Raining today. Another Saturday, rain. Another weekend of rain. Wonder why. So, if you actually do watch these videos, I thank you for watching them. and listening to the things that I say. I'm hoping one day we'll be advanced enough to be able to finally remove greed, profit, competition from our society, walk away from those freaking wealthy billionaires, 1,159 billionaires that control the fate of my life, the fate of every human being, all for money, all for profit, all so they could have slaves to work their machines as we slave our life away. Each lifetime wasted, each lifetime not learning about karma, not learning about reincarnation or what we believe, what we should believe and understand and know about our life and our existence. Until then, like I said, I'm just going to keep on doing this. Because maybe one day we'll be advanced enough to rid ourselves of it. Maybe one day, 100 years from now, if the, let's see, if the billionaires have anything to do with it, they're just going to keep us stupid, warring, fearful, running around with masks, worrying about whether we should get a flu shot or not, or a vaccine for a COVID vaccine or not. Stupid, warring. And you know what? I blame the Democrats just as I voted for the Democrats. And I blame the Democrats because right now this state is controlled by Democrats, and it was the Democrats, okay, that control the state, that sent their police here to beat the shit out of me. Right? Stick me in a mental institution for 24 days out of my life, taking away my existence and my freedom for 24 days, forcing medication on me that I did not want to take, that I spit out. As soon as they didn't see, spit it out. I don't need their medication. I don't need their psychiatry. It's like, I got bills today and $120 and another $30 from the money I owe to the hospitals that forced me into their place via police, and now they're charging me, whatever my insurance, and as soon as I get my insurance stuff, I'm going to go and issue it as a fraud because I never asked for these services, and I never agreed to them. So hopefully that'll work. Getting a lawyer is stupid because it's like, what am I going to spend like $10,000 to fight something that I don't even know if I'm going to win? So I don't care. So just remember, people, greed kills. Money is the root of all evil. Every problem we face as a civilization could be wiped away if we rid ourselves of money, greed, profit, competition, and instead just shared everything equally. Just shared everything equally with every human being, just like the tribal cultures did. Just like we should be doing. End of message.